Rockets. This is a team that has two superstars, two all-stars on their team, two all-NBA first team, second team players on their team. They dominate the ball. They're pretty much unguardable one-on-one. And with an offense like they have and the defense they have this year and last year, they were top 12 in the defense last year. They the number one defensive team in the NBA as of right now if you look up the stats. And that's part of it because you got Beverly, Trevor Ariza, and Dwight Howard, and James Harden getting better on the defense. But we want to talk about, can they win a championship with Dwight Howard and James Harden? And why I say that is because Oklahoma City got Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, and they haven't even won a championship yet. And they're younger. Because Dwight Howard is 30 or almost 30 years old. And Westbrook is better than Dwight Howard at this point. Now we ain't talking about the Orlando Dwight Howard, because if it was Orlando Dwight Howard, then shit, Dwight Howard is a top 3 player. It's KD, LeBron, and Dwight Howard, not Chris Paul or Steph Curry or Kevin Love. Is Dwight Howard. But I just want to let you guys know, what do you guys think? Can this team in the future, like Dwight Howard only there for another year, then he got a player option to opt out his contract. How the team is constructed right now, I don't see the team winning no championship this year. And they need to get a hell of a lot better bench if they want to win a championship. They need to get a better power forward. I was thinking they should get Andre Bargnani because he can hit wide open jumpers, wide open threes, and he can post on the pick and roll mismatch. He can, like, if you pick and roll with James Harden, you got to guard him. Like, it'd be better if they can get Ryan Anderson or Channing Frye, but 100% chance them teams not letting them stretch for a go. So the cheapest stretch for you can get is Andre Bargnani because he's coming off an injury and he's been bad the last couple seasons. So if you can pay Andre Bargnani $5 million just to get 5-6 rebounds a game, shoot a wide open three, and hit 80% of his free throws, that help that offense a whole. That'd be the number one offensive team in the NBA because you can't guard Dwight. You can't help defense off Dwight Howard, and you can't guard the pick and roll with James Harden, and you can't collapse defense on James Harden because you got Ariza, Beverly, and Andre Bargnani in the 3-point line. So you cannot, and you got Dwight Howard in the paint. So how is you gonna guard that team all defensively when you got so many weapons and everybody on the game, or everybody on the court can go for 15, 20 points all wide open shots? So we just talking about they can run that offense. Like, only thing Orlando Magic was missing was a shooting guard that can score and take the ball out of Dwight Howard's hand and create his own offense. They tried to get Vince Carter to come down there, but Vince Carter was a shell of himself when he came to Orlando, and he was horrible. Now that they got a top 10 player in James Harden and Dwight, all they need is that stretch four to get their offense a lot more floor spacing, and you can't help off their best player, so you basically gotta get destroyed one-on-one. And their defense will take a hit, but Andrea Bargnani is a decent post defender. He can improve his help defense when you give him the right defensive scheme, and he can score in the post. So if a mismatch in the pick and roll, Andre Bargnani can score in the post. I'm thinking they just need to stretch forward and improve their bench, and I think they can make a run at a title before Dwight Howard is back a free agent and he can choose to leave. Even if he want to stay, he still could leave if he want to and go to a different team. But I think he's gonna stay in Houston for another year. He got another year under his contract to stay in Houston. So if they can put their bench together, get a good stretch forward that can knock down 80% of the free throws, knock down mid range, and knock down a three. Even if Terrence Jones develop into that guy, I think that's what they missing. And a whole lot better backup point guard, a better backup center, and some guards that can shoot some threes. This team can be a championship contender. But the verdict is, I don't think this team before Dwight Howard, I don't think James Harden and Dwight Howard are going to win a championship together because they just missing too much shit right now. And I don't think, like, if they would have had Chris Bosh, this would be a whole different story. But I don't think they're going to win a championship together. I don't see it. Like, Dwight Howard still got to improve his post game. He's still inconsistent scoring in the post. He's still a horrible free throw shooter. I mean, if he can go back to Orlando Dwight, which we seen he not, it's pretty much James Harden just doing everything, and they don't have enough weapons on the bench and on the rotation to really win a championship in a deep-ass Western Conference. I don't see this team winning a championship with Dwight Howard and James Harden. Let me know what you guys think. Can this team win a championship? What pieces are they missing? Let me know what you guys think. NBA Talk Hot Topic, Houston Rockets.